We have Poland in his favorite orange star in the left with Kindle, and we have Darth Noob in the right with Blue Moon, also with Kindle. And Poland actually as player 2 not gonna go for the rushed middle city, and Darth Noob is gonna go for the fastest income in this map. So he is gonna try to get that tank first. Poland not going for the middle city, which is surprising. I know for a fact
whoever goes middle second is better.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So I have this theory of basically if you're able to interrupt and that is good for you, then whoever goes center first is advantage, and you want to go as soon as possible. But I think if it's a city that is better not to interrupt, whoever handshakes the middle property second is actually half a turn better, in my opinion. Or that's at least how I see it.
Yeah, I guess the thing with the middle property is that the infantry they send here can't really chain to any other property. Like it's just probably gonna be stuck fighting. You might send it over to this city, but again, it's gonna be fighting. And instead, you can send, if you can send an earlier infantry towards the sides, you're gonna start these chains of properties sooner than your opponent. The other thing is that here, like you can interrupt and then follow it up with an artillery. In one turn, it locks it down. So that's always an option. And we have 20 votes so far. I'm gonna do one more turn and I'm gonna close the votes so no one can cheat or anything. So let's see what people decide to do. And
yeah, I think both players are having a very respectable capture game. I think where they're going with their infantry is correct overall. I'm hoping to see some interesting builds now.
Okay, let's end the poll. And it looks like it's pretty split. From 26 votes, 53 think that Poland's going to win, and 46 think that Darth Noob is going to win. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Very, very split. So, yeah.
Yeah, it ended up being very close. But I was right that they voted Poland more.
Yeah. There's probably like one vote more. Like, super, super tight. Insane.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised that we haven't seen any recon openings here. Because I've heard so many people say that it was so strong, but hey, here we are, and we haven't seen a single one. Poland's gonna go for the double city. He's gonna go for the mountain and the one in the middle, as Darth Noob has the first tank, and Poland's gonna be able to answer with his own tank. And because he went for faster income, I think he's able to base skip for the second tank if he wants to. Or just make what they just did.
That would be worthwhile doing. Ooh,
we're going for the interrupt.
Interrupt. I think Poland is going to do the same thing on his side. I think this happened last game as well, but I already actually got the 2 good rolls, but she ended up losing the game. So I wonder what's going to happen here. Darth Noob already getting the first good roll.
Yeah, and putting the tank right here in the middle. I mean, it definitely makes sense because you can still front switch towards the side if needed. But just kind of starting this stare down, first blood here by Darth Noob. You have this nice forest to interrupt with, and then follow it up from the mountain if you want to. So definitely a very contested city right here. And ooh, Poland gonna finish it off with this tank. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think it's because he wants to base skip for another tank probably. Otherwise, I don't think anybody would do this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Poland also opted to skip his chain at the HQ instead of sending his infantry forward, maybe for the tower capture. Looking to brawl immediately, and Darth Noob is going for his back cap, more efficient income.
If this doesn't show you their playstyles, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
One going for the com tower and not going for the chain, and the other one going for the chain, more economic. Although, I mean, Poland does love. I guess he doesn't really love to have income. He just wants you to not have income. That's kind of his thing.
Yeah. I think it's a good playstyle. I tell this to everyone, no income equals less charge. So whoever has more income not only plays with more units, they also play with more charge, and powers in this game are just absolutely insane.
Yeah, for sure. And Poland's gonna join here. Really wants to get this city. Even sending a tank over here, which is actually not in range of any of these tanks.
I'm surprised it's not in range because of the forest. So I guess it's a free hit as well.
Yeah, so that's really nice. That's going to secure, I think, this city, unless he sends another infantry. But I think it's over-investing, I think, by Darth Noob to
I don't think it's going to happen. Well, that means that Poland's going to secure his second middle city, while Darth Noob is not. And now he's going to be up 1 tower very soon here, too. And with the base skip tank, he's actually up a tank as well.
Yeah, and Poland is no stranger to base skipping in live, most of all, to get more vehicles quicker. Like he does base skip quite a lot, and with really great effect, honestly. And yeah, he's not gonna go for that interrupt right there. And as he said, like now Darth Noob doesn't have infantry to go for this city. It's gonna be really hard to get it now, as Poland can start pumping out vehicles. Perhaps we'll see an artillery or something. But once he starts solidifying over here, it's gonna be really hard to get this. You have this mountain to interrupt from as well. It's gonna be really tricky.
Yeah, I think everything being said, the grand scheme of things, I really like how the opener is turning out for Poland.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this attack because it's actually in range of tanks, but I think what he's looking for is to deny Darth Noob entry to the bottom side. I think Poland is trying to get all his tanks to stream down his middle property straight into the enemy comm tower side and just be on the comm tower advantage the whole game.
Yeah, I think he's trying to deny that, trying to get as much harassment. Like this tank can't reach, but I think there's a way that he can break through here, and then, I mean, this tank can't attack this guy right here.
Yeah, I think Poland is really taxing Darth Noob's tanks right now, and even though he can get a hit now, it's hard to protect the tank afterwards. Well, I guess he can reach from the bottom, so Poland cannot actually chain that attack. But, you know, like the 2 tank HP difference is only 1.4k value, and he hit the infantry for 800. So at the end of this ordeal, he's only down 600 funds in terms of army value, but he's actually up some charge, and he is up tempo for denying that infantry the chain.
Yeah, I think actually having the forest tile made a huge difference, because Darth Noob doesn't have the forest. So then at 100 firepower, it's like almost hitting at a city. So you get this 5-7, and this tank has already gotten a lot of attacks. It attacked the infantry in the mountain, it attacked this other infantry last turn, and it even damaged the tank on the counter attack, like you said. So I think he's done enough damage. Even in base light, getting damage on the other infantry is huge, because you're slowing down their captures, and as we've said, like on the sides is the juiciest part of the map. Like you really want to make sure you get the sides, and you're gonna want to try to contest it so they don't get it. And he can just always send back the tank, try to heal it back. And because the forest was right there, this tank is not going to be able to catch up with it to take it out. So Poland's going to be, I think, pretty happy with this. Although it looks like he's not going to be able to stop Darth Noob from getting the comm tower and this side city.
Yeah, very good point. The tank got a lot of hits on infantry before being hit by the enemy tank, and it still got a 7-5 split because of the forest and no comm tower. We would be expecting something akin to 8-4, which would be a massive difference to the current situation.
Yeah.
Of 2,800 funds difference compared to 1,400.
Yeah, for sure.
But now everything looks quite good for Poland. Although, like you said, Darth Noob is getting his captures at the bottom pretty much for free at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking perhaps he was going to interrupt this capture to interrupt Darth Noob's. But that would have been classic Poland things, but perhaps... I mean, it looks like that's not what he wanted to do. Maybe he just wanted to secure that.
Now it's looking a little bit scary, actually, for Poland, because he's moving into Darth Noob's strong side with the airport.
Yeah.
And his bottom side, he actually did not get the continuous interrupt. So Darth Noob is actually going to be slightly up income for a tiny bit, I think.
Yeah, and I think Darth Noob can kind of shut down this whole tank pressure with a single copter buy. And the only thing is that he does have all these like really late infantry. I guess naturally you are kind of late over here on this side as compared to the other side player.
Yeah.
But I think a copter buy. I mean, he does have 14k, so it's like you want to do double tank for sure.
Want a double tank, especially, yeah.
But that's exactly what he's going to be doing. But I think a copter would have been really nice. It doesn't reach this city. I think you don't have to this turn. But it looks like he's just gonna, again, very Darth Noob things. More like, okay, I'm gonna pull back, regroup, and pounce for the right moment. I think that's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's very much his playstyle to slowly go into the game. And, you know, in a lot of ways, right now, I would favor his positioning for his entire army. He has a very good line down the middle, and Poland has a hard time positioning any of his tanks close by. Like you can see, he's barely a tile or two out of his base, unable to really control the middle at all.
Yeah.
Can't even take his own silo tiles.
Yeah, it looks like he's respecting maybe too much the threat of this city flip, because maybe he was like, this infantry can sit here, and then he can kind of put all these tanks and infantry in the middle, so this infantry can't freely interrupt. But again, I feel like doing this, just reacting, means that now Darth Noob is in the lead. Like he's now holding kind of like the reins of what's going on. He's gonna double tap over here, gets the roll there in range of this copter, so these infantry are gonna get destroyed pretty much. And it doesn't look like he's gonna go for that city. It was enough for him to get deterred of doing that. I feel like he's gonna make a copter perhaps. Copter artillery.
He has to go AA here to deflect the copter. Yeah.
Okay.
Poland built an early copter, but if Dark Noob is going to stick to the middle on the bottom side, then his AA actually reaches quite fast and can catch the B copter.
Yeah.
It looks like Dark Noob has completely given up going down the top side and just decided to converge everything onto this city at the mountains. And, with his tank position onto that silo, it's almost impossible for Poland to contest.
Yeah.
It looks like Poland is trying to find his own counterplay onto the opposing city, but he actually, I don't think, can have as great of a wall.
Yeah, and he's like behind in this whole trade thing, right? Because Dark Noob started the city flip, and now he's going to be behind. So now Dark Noob can not only get the city, but also try to interrupt and start a fight, get first hits, perhaps even get an urban blight. And we're still all halfway through the urban blight, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, totally. Urban blight is coming. So because he gets the flip first, maybe he's gonna get an earlier. Whoa!
Oh, okay. He's definitely getting an urban blight.
I think he's definitely looking for the urban blight now.
This is definitely urban blight. Yeah. I mean, a bunch of
with the blight, another tank hit would KO that tank, and then he gets to KO another tank adjacent to the city.
Yeah, and he can definitely if he kills this. Oh, okay, he's gonna finish that. Just a few, like another tank or two attacks. Okay, yeah, this is
6 HP infantry suck.
Oof. Attack there.
Yeah, and there's the blight. I mean, this at least means he gets 2k income lead off of the city flip.
Yeah.
And then I think he gets to kill like a lot more tanks now too.
Down's going down. The one on the plane is gonna go down. The other one's gonna get finished off. He can probably put that one there and then attack the one on the silo. Oh no, he uses the infantry to finish that one.
Yeah, he's gonna attack the one in the middle and probably block with his own infantry on the silo.
Brutal.
Wow.
Man, this is textbook Darth Noob. My God.
This was an absolutely insane attack. I think that 6 HP tank sack, spotting that, I mean, it really represents his skill. I don't think a lot of the people here will be able to spot this, let alone in a live game.
Yeah, insane. It absolutely.
I mean, when you look at the chess engine analysis of the game, like they sack a piece and it's like double exclamation mark, brilliant. I think that 6 HP tank sack is just that. We've just witnessed the first, Advanced Wars AI analysis with the brilliant double exclamation mark.
That was brutal. And the whole build up to it was like masterful. It was just amazing. Wow. So impressed. Also, I feel like Darth Noob kind of not falling into Poland's game and instead drawing the game into where he feels comfortable, like not going for we're gonna brawl everywhere on every tile, every property of the map. He's like, you know what? No, it's okay. I'm gonna force everything in the middle. I'm gonna death ball. I'm gonna outposition you, and then force you into this kind of trade of the cities into urban blight. Just like boom, one thing after the other. Just incredible.
For sure.
And now he's so out-tanked. Oh my God! Like there's a gazillion tanks.
It's impossible to counter hit.
Wow.
And the resign.
Insane. Day 12 resign. Wow. What a play by Darth Noob right there. GG. That was insane.
Yeah, I think you were very right on the analysis. Darth Noob just completely disagreed with Poland, said, I'm not going to race you with the damage on the top or the bottom. I'm just going to position my army into the center pivot, and you're going to have to play my game. I'm going to come down the center and force capture your city. If you try to do the same thing, I'm just going to eliminate you with one big attack. And the opportunity presented itself, and he grabbed it. Absolutely well played.
Yeah, that was like beautiful. We need to watch it again. Let's we need to watch this whole thing again because that was just beautiful. As Poland sends a few tanks to the top.
You should totally pause the game when the 6 HP tank goes to sack itself and circle that, put 2 exclamation mark and use that as a thumbnail. That is insane moment.
This tank changed the game.
Yeah, it was wow, what a brilliant move, honestly.
He sacrificed himself to win. But yeah, Poland over here just sending 4 tanks over here to the top. I guess somewhat responding to this, but I guess more so to kind of follow along with his infantry movement. And then Dartmouth is like, fine, you can do that. I'm just gonna get the position first in the middle, which is all outside of range of the tanks, which then forces Poland to this awkward back. Like, he's not over here, which is what Dartmouth is doing. He's a few tiles back, so he gets the awkward place. And even like starts this capture with his 7 HP infantry, which then he follows it up with the join. So now it's at 6. So he needs 2 units to stop this cap. Pretty much guarantee that he's gonna get it. It's beautiful. This tank on the silo, the mountain, like there's only one tile to attack this tank, so you're not gonna take this one out. You would have to take out the infantry to then perhaps send the tank to interrupt this, but then you're just gonna get clapped back by tanks. And then Poland tries to go for the same thing, getting a little first strike here, and tries to mirror this approach that Dartmouth was doing, and then just and the worst thing is that the sack of the tank came because of this first strike of Poland. Like if Poland wouldn't have gone for this first strike, then maybe Dartmouth wouldn't have been able to go for the Urban Blight.
Yeah, I wonder what would have happened if that first strike didn't happen, actually.
And then just this turn was majestic. Getting the flip, sacrificing the tank that had gotten first struck, then getting another, I guess it was an infantry sacrifice, getting a few more tank first strikes, enough to get the Urban Blight, and here it comes. And then gets the guarantee kill there, gets the other kill over there, gets the kill over there, finishes off that infantry, finishes off the other one, blocks over there, and then goes and takes out the other one, and blocked with the infantry on the side. Just...
Yeah, I mean... And with that entire attack, he formed a great wall of China in the middle, just a straight line from a mountain to the other mountain. How can you ever counterattack into this? Let alone like the fact that he had less tanks after this because he lost so many to the initial attack.
No,
absolute cinema.
Yeah, literally cinema. Wow.